Hey everyone, what's up? I am N64 and welcome to Never Stop Moving Forward. Well, it's time. You knew we had to do it. You knew it had to come. We are going to do Kagami Taiga. As usual, these videos will be divided into parts. So this first part, we're going to talk about Kagami's jumping ability, and the second part's going to cover another aspect of Kagami, which I personally like that the anime depicted. Anyway guys, if this is your first time checking out the channel, please do not forget to subscribe, hit that bell notification, and also like this video. Let's get into it. So in addressing Kagami's training in the legs, we're going to look at two things. We're going to look at strength training, and we are going to look at explosive training. Now, strength training is the ability to apply the maximum amount of force towards something, whereas explosive training is the ability to exert the most amount of force in a short period of time. If you strength train, you will have more power. You'll have more. If you do enough strength training, your explosive power will be more effective. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to start with strength training. We're just going to do some air squats. Now, when you start off with these, you're going to want to aim for high reps. 20 is like your starting point. Then you're going to want to build up from there to build strength in your legs. Also going to want to work on lunges. This is also going to work on the leg strength, like individual leg strength, which is very important. Actually, you should train the legs individually. And single leg lunges, you put one leg on a chair on your bed, and then the other leg is the one you're gonna like bend. You're slow descending, fast when you come down. You descend slowly, but then when you bring yourself up, you should be a bit fast. Make sure you're doing this on make sure that wherever your leg is stable. I wasn't able to go to the gym, I haven't been able to go for a while, so that's why I'm working with what I have right now. You can also do these workouts. I really have no idea what they're called, but this actually helps with like straight leg strength, because like here your leg's completely straight and you are having to balance your whole body on one leg. Once again, this goes back to the concept of make sure wherever you're doing these things on, it's a stable surface. I wasn't able to do this effectively because where I was doing this, not that stable. It helps if you can use weights. Like if you don't have weights, you can get a backpack, some resistance bands. Yeah, for the strength training, it helps to have weights, and that will help. So the next part we're going to look at is the explosive training. Now, explosive training is the ability to exert the most amount of force in a short period of time. So what you're trying to do is like in any instant, it could be like right now, if I told you right now, jump as high as you can. That short period of time, how high you can jump, that is explosiveness. That is explosive training. We're trying to make sure that anytime, anywhere, where we can be able to explode, jump high. So for a starter, we're just going to look at just like an opening into explosive training before we get into more dynamic movement. So here we're just going to cover some basic explosive training drills. Similar to the squats before, this time we're doing jump squats. Now, instead, what happens when you come up, you jump, get as high as you can. And yeah, this is basically it. When you come up, you get as high as you can. Maybe what you would do is like start with 10, rest for 20 seconds, and then repeat another 10. You're also going to do explosive calf raises. This will help kind of like push yourself off the ground just a little bit higher. These are really good. And once again, do 10, rest for maybe 10 seconds, then do it. So here we're going to do pop-ups. Now this is like the beginner level where you're going to like sit on your heels. Like you're really going to sit on your heels and then just pop into a squat position. This is like the basic. Or when you get more strength with that, you're going to do this one where your feet are flat on the ground. Same thing, you just pop into a squat position. Now this is just like as a starting point, because eventually most of the drills coming up will be variations of this. So when you get comfortable with that, what you're going to do is you are going to pop up but then jump into the air. And this is the essence of explosive training. Like if let's say it's a sudden situation, you have to jump right there on the spot, you have people to jump as high as you can with the shortest period of time. So yeah, you have to be fluid. When you pop up, jump quite fast. There's another one, a really good one. This again is one of those workouts I really have no idea what the name is, but it's working the explosiveness of the legs individually. Do the right leg, do the left leg. Yeah, if anyone knows the name of these workouts, of this workout, please let me know. Even this one, if you know the name, please. It's the same thing as you saw earlier. The only difference is when we get up, the leg that's high is actually going to jump off the surface it's on. Once again, do this on a stable ground. And then once again, the single leg lunges, the only thing is that the leg on the ground is you're gonna hop off that leg. Yeah, all the reps should be something like 10 as just starting out. You rest for 20-15 seconds, then do 10 again, and then repeat the process again. So yeah. Another drill, we're going to do jump lunges. Now the lunge instead, but this time you're going to alternate between legs back and forth. This is a good way to work explosion as well. So now that we've covered like some basic explosive drills like moving up and down, we're going to cover more dynamic movement. And what we mean here is the ability to change direction or jump and hop in any particular direction depending on the situation, because if you're doing certain maneuvers or certain skills, it's not just as simple as going up and down. You will have to like jump towards your left, jump towards your right, and even move forward. Like if you're going to do a dunk, not all the dunks are you directly under the hoop. Sometimes you have to jump off a little further away from the hoop and then like jump forward and then you have to basically launch yourself forward to reach the hoop to make a dunk or even to make a shot or whatever. So that's what we're doing here. So this is basically the same thing as like being able to move any which way you have to. Like if you have to move to your left, move to your right, jump. And so we've covered explosion, which is jumping off, which is being able to generate as much power as you can in the shortest period of time. But now we're going to come to more dynamic efforts, which is now within the explosion we have to be able to move in any particular direction. Like if we have to jump to our left, we have to jump to our right. Any sudden change in direction is what we're trying to cover. So yeah, we're going to get into these next couple of drills. So it's supposed to look like that. Yeah, this was just me having some fun. So as you can see, like I'm not just jumping up straight down, I am moving a bit forward. So this is the thing we're trying to do. So we're going to start with something with these things called broad hops. So what you're doing here, you're kind of like pushing off the ground with one leg and carrying yourself as far forward as you possibly can. It seems weird, but when you think of like what you saw me do earlier when I tried to leap, that's essentially what I did. Like I jumped and I tried to carry myself as far forward as I can. And this is what you have to do with these movements. It's not just going up, you do have to cover a bit of distance, and this is a workout that will help with that. Another workout you can do are broad jumps. Here you just go into squat position and just hop forward as far as you can. Make sure where you're doing this is stable. I'm on a sandy surface, so the ground was shifting under me, and that's difficult when you're trying to launch yourself sometimes. But yeah, this is a really great drill. So yeah, just do this one. So the next drill are single leg lunges. Single leg lunge hops. So yeah, like you're just hopping on one leg. You can even just call them hoppers if you like, but I just prefer single leg lunge hops. So yeah, you're gonna lunge yourself as far as you can on one leg. Now this is where the dynamic aspect comes in with jumping, where the pop up into the squat position, jump left, jump right, jump as high as you can and move in a particular direction. So like I said, with explosiveness, the idea is to generate as much power in a short period of time. So like here, I pop into the squat position and jump in any direction. Very similar to, let's say, in a basketball game. If you're given the ball, at any moment you may have to jump either to shoot, to pass, or to try and dunk. So yeah, this is what this drill is trying to replicate, that suddenness of like landing on the ground and suddenly exploding in the other direction. This is another drill that you can do where you kind of hop in one direction but then jump in the opposite direction. So yeah, this is just the ability to change direction. Not as fluid here because like the ground wasn't stable and I was quite tired, so forgive me on that one. But yeah, if you can do better, you should. Box jumps would be another great one, but I don't have a box, but what I do have is a high surface. Now I started off on one leg. As you can see, I'm like pushing myself forward on one leg and still launching myself, like I'm launching myself forward, but still also I'm gaining some height. So the purpose of the thing here. Now here you can see me going for a pop-up into a box jump. So yeah, you can also practice changing directions in that same manner, where as you can see in the pop-up position, I'm facing the camera, and when I jump, turn like that. Yeah. So yeah, these are just some ideas. If you don't have access to like a box jump, you can do like what I did here. You can also do this on some stairs, but if you're gonna do stairs, be careful because you can easily fall and hurt yourself. But you are also supposed to work your endurance. So a sample is like here I'm doing like some squat jumps, like 5 of them, then immediately I go into high knees. This is just to work some endurance work, because don't forget, you're not just going to be jumping with your legs, you're going to be running around. So you want to be able that you can go from jumping to running. So this is just a drill, it's just a sample. If you want to take it a step further, you can also run if you have the space. And yeah, this is just an idea of how you can work some endurance into that, because that's actually quite important for these drills. Anyway guys, these are some of the drills I feel you can do to help you jump like Kagami Taiga. One other thing I should actually point out is that with the strength training, your rest can be as long as you need it to be. For example, if let's say you squat, I don't know, let's say you squat twice your maximum weight, just for the sake of example, you can rest for 5 minutes and that's okay. But with the explosive work, you want to rest for a shorter period of time. You want to rest 90 seconds max. The reason is because with strength training, every time you go and lift a weight or do the exercise, you want your muscles to be as fresh as you can. But with explosive work, the idea is to make sure you can exert energy as much as you can no matter what the situation. Hence the rest should be short. Anyway guys, I hope you appreciate this video. Once again, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe and hit the bell notification. I am N64. This has been Never Stop Moving Forward. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.